To have now coached one of the largest communities of agency owners on earth and having worked with over 60 clients in the e-commerce space, I can tell you there is a very big problem right now going on in this industry. In fact, I'd like to call each and every one of us out and say that most of us are entitled, and in fact, we've diverted from what making a real business is like. If you feel like you want to build a long-term company, if you feel like what you want to do is still be in business 5-10 years from now and make something that has impact and gets you a lot of money in the same time, listen to this video. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Justin, and I'm the founder at paidadvertising.com, an e-commerce marketing agency helping elevate thriving brands by simplifying e-commerce growth. So with that being said, I want to talk today why you should build a company, not a cash cow. This is the biggest thing I hear people say about agencies. Oh, well, the agency is my cash cow. The agency is where I make my money, right? Nothing wrong with making money from a business. Absolutely not. But I want to start talking about a simple fact about when you look at the P&L of such a business. So when you look at the P&L of an e-commerce business, as an example, it's quite simple. So let me just take this lens cap that I have right here for my Sigma lens that I'm using right now. Let's just say this lens cap is costing me 50 cents for me to make, okay? It cost me 50 cents to produce, and I sell it for $1. So I'm making a 2x markup on that. The 50 cents that it cost me to make this lens cap, if I look at my P&L at the end of the month, it falls under cost of goods. As an e-commerce business, most of your fees will be under your cost of goods or your marketing fees. But just for the sake of this, let's just say this is mostly under your cost of goods. That's where most, right? Like if you look at a product, what else, I'm selling this lens cap to you. Besides making this product, I don't have that much more cost. Now, if I look at an agency and I look at the P&L of an agency, what are the cost of goods of an agency? The only cost of goods an agency really has is within its people. That's the largest cost of goods an agency has. It's the people that make up this agency. Why? Because let's go back to our example of an e-commerce business selling this lens cap. If I'm selling this lens cap as an e-commerce business, then this is ultimately my value to the market. This is my entire value to you as a consumer. You buy this lens cap, which cost me 50 cents to make. If I'm an agency, the value to the market is the service I provide them. The service is being provided by people. These people, therefore, are your cost of goods. Okay? So let me just go back to my example of an e-commerce business. If I want to offer more value to the market, my incentive is to make a better product. If Apple wants to make more value to the market, they can't make a shittier product. They have to make a better product. If they make a shittier product, the only person that benefits is themselves, right? Because they might be able to lower costs, sell to more people, but people won't come back. They're not buying into the goodwill of the market. If you're an agency and you provide a shitty service, right? Or if you're an agency and you try and skimp on your employee costs, then what ends up happening is that you offer a bad service. Therefore, you're not offering the goodwill to the market. And this is where it gets very interesting. Now you fall under the cash cow agencies and the dropshipping businesses, where dropshipping businesses are notoriously known for being bad consumer-oriented businesses. They're purely created for the profit of the owner. That's 99% of the time. I'm not talking about the 1% of you guys watching this video that are crushing it with their dropshipping business, have good customer support, good product quality. That's you. I'm not talking about you right now. But if you're like 99% of the dropshipping businesses, well, you are not incentivized to offer value to the market. Your only incentive is to you to make more money. Now, if you're an agency and you want to build a cash cow because you want to get rich, right? You want to get rich quick. You want to make money fast. You want to make money for yourself. If that is you, then your incentive is to skimp on the biggest expense that you would have, right? Your cost of goods as an agency, your people. So what do we tell you in most of these courses out there? We tell you, hire overseas. We tell you, hire somebody junior, you'll figure it out. We tell you, do it yourself and then delegate it to somebody overseas and then train them. Basically, everything that we tell you about is to skimp on the service delivery. But then you're not buying into the goodwill of the market. You're doing yourself a disservice. Client retention is not going to be as high as it can be. You won't get as many testimonials and great client experiences as you would have if you actually spend the time to create a proper team. And this is why today I'm talking about this issue that we have in this space, which is not enough people are here to build companies instead of building cash cows. And don't get me wrong. In fact, if you do the math over a 10 or 15 year period of time, companies will make a lot more money, 10x more than a cash cow would. A cash cow is short-lived. That's like going into crypto in 2017 and doing a big pump into Bitcoin or whatever else coin was popping off back then. That's short-lived versus the day trader that knows his stocks, knows the market, and has been day trading for 10 years is going to outperform any crypto millionaire that made their money within 3 months. These guys did not acquire a skill. They acquired short-term money. And if you really want to live a life of purpose and build something that, once again, is going to outlive you and whoever else is in your life, you will have to play the long game. As an agency, specifically speaking, we're talking about your people. I'm going to tell you one thing right now. If you are struggling, if you're not making as much money as you want to make, it's because there's not enough people that care about getting you rich. It's as simple as that. You cannot get rich alone. Or in fact, let me rephrase that. You cannot get wealthy alone. You need people who care as much about your success, if not more than you do. And that, first, takes manpower. It takes other people. You can't do it alone. 2, it takes the right incentive structure. You can't just pay them $3 an hour and expect them to care as much as you do. You need the right personnel. That's how you get started into this trajectory of building a better business. Now, going back into an agency, everybody out there is selling you an acquisition. Every single person out there is telling you, acquire more customers. Same thing as dropshipping businesses, right? They're going out there saying, acquire new customers. That's the only thing there is. You have a first sale, you have a single product or very few SKUs in your store, people don't come back. And when you look at an e-commerce business and an agency, they're both super similar. Both of them thrive on retention. Look at an agency as an example. If a client, on average right now, stays with you for 3 months, you have a 3K retainer a month, they stay for you with 3 months. That's 9K in fees they would have paid you. Now, if that same customer stays for 12 months, that's 36 grand right there. And that's the beauty of an agency. You can keep on, your goal is simply to keep a client on for as long as humanly possible. And that can probably happen for 3 to 6 months if you're good at communicating. If you're a good talker, if you're good at communicating to clients and results aren't necessarily fully there, you can probably keep somebody for 3 to 6 months. Good. If you really want to play the year or more game, you have to have kick-ass service delivery systems. And you can't do it alone. You need good results, you need good communication, you need good reporting, you need good ideas, you need good strategy, and all of that takes a team. And if you're an e-commerce business, right, and you get, one sale, customer leaves, you've paid what, $20, $30, $40 CPA to acquire that sale? What if you could have solid email flows built on, just keeps on nurturing people and gets more sales? Now, that person goes from a $80 lifetime value now to $120. You just unlocked yourself an extra $40 in pure profit from that same transaction because you've invested into the customer journey. So the beauty with building a company is not in the money it's going to get you today. Keep that in mind. Making money today is easy. Eating today is not a problem. Eating tomorrow, eating in 6 months, or eating in a year is where the problem is at. It's much harder to eat in a year than it is to eat today. Never take today for granted, but tomorrow is never promised. So you need to build for tomorrow. You need to build for a year from now. That's how you buy the goodwill of the market. Look at the channel as an example. I posted about, at the time of recording this video, I posted about 680 videos on the channel. In about each and every single one of them, the only time where I do a plug, for the most part, it's at the end of the video. Hey, quick CTA, here's what we do, here's what we offer. That's it. I have 680 pieces of content. I got thousands of hours of content just throwing value at the market. I'm buying into the goodwill of the market. For you as an agency, there's many ways for you to do that. You can do so, one, by building a better team. If you have a better team, a stronger team, your clients get a better experience. They get better results, better communication, better reporting. Therefore, they stay longer. You're buying to the goodwill of the market. You can create content. You can systemize your process better so that the clients feel that it's much smoother. Last thing, speed to value. People are going to be willing to pay you 2x the price if it takes you 2 times less time than the competition to deliver a certain transformation. Many different ways to buy into the goodwill of the market, but that's how you do that as an agency. And as an e-commerce business, again, I've kind of explained it already in countless videos. So go back, watch them. You'll be able to get the value you want from those. I'm telling you, buying into the goodwill of the market and building a company starts with getting the right team in place. No matter what type of business you have, it is the team members that are on board that will get you that. I had a testimonial from Shakib, one of our clients actually we've been working with now for right around 5 months. I had a video with him on the channel not too long ago where he said, I used to have a team of VAs and had to manage them myself, and they were underperforming my own results, and I was struggling. I didn't know how to grow. I was scared working with paidadvertising.com. It was costing me a lot of money, but then finally working with them, I got outsized returns, more than I could have ever done myself. That's the power of getting you a team. A team could be an agency, a team could be in-house. So with that being said, I'll leave you with that. In the description down below, I'm going to leave 2 links. One is to our free school community. I unlock my entire advertising process and a lot of our service delivery systems, which you can check out right there for your business. Or if you want us to build your own internal marketing team, then click the link down below and book in a call to work with our team at paidadvertising.com. With that being said, I'll invite you guys to watch other videos on the channel for some more marketing and business and entrepreneurial value. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.